before seeing interesting table which appears in the book of Deuteronomy, Dvarim, really clear prophecy about what is going on now, the end of days, as we see there. Let us see very interesting phenomena. It is called Mesorah in Hebrew, in which you have in the Bible the same words, the same expressions, which shows there's something in common between them. It's called Mesorah. Now we have a verse in Genesis 16:11 which says, "And you will call his name ISHMAEL." This is the angel told Hagar. Then we have in the Torah, in fact, this is in Deuteronomy, where we have really the table which you are going to see just now. And this is a verse which says, "Vekarat etchem hara be'achrit yamim." Evil will befall, as you see the translation, evil will befall you in the end of days. Deuteronomy 31:29. And again the expression is Vekarat. Then we find also in the Torah, which we told before, when the angel told Hagar, Vekarat Shmo ISHMAEL, also Vekarat, and you will call his name ISHMAEL. This is in Genesis 16:11. Then in the Bible we have in Isaiah the verse Vekarat Shmo Emmanuel, and you will call his name Emmanuel, in Isaiah 14:7, as we see just now. And then, as we see further, you have the verse which really speaks about the redemption in the future. So we have here, as we said, and you will call his name Emmanuel, which means in Hebrew, Emmanuel, God is with us, Emmanuel. And then in Isaiah 60, which really tells us about the end, really, of salvation. And then is written, "You shall call salvation to your walls." This is Isaiah 60:18. So also the same word, Vekarat, and you should call. So amazingly, we have these 4 places, 2 in the Torah and 2 in the Bible, all have these words. Now the connection in fact is simple. Vekarat atchem hara be'achrit yamim. Evil will befall upon you, and you will call him ISHMAEL. The connection telling us that the trouble that we'll have in the end of days will be from ISHMAEL, from the Arabs, Ismaelite. And as our rabbis tell us, that ISHMAEL in future means God will listen, that unfortunately the troubles that the Arabs will call to Jews will bring them to cry, to pray to God, and then God will listen to them and will help them. Vekarat Shmo Emmanuel. Then we see that God will be with you, Emmanuel, with you. Emmanuel means with us, God will be with us. And then in the end of days will be the great salvation, which will be Karat Yeshua. You shall call salvation to your walls, which is in Isaiah 60, which is a total, complete redemption at the end of time. Now what we were looking for this year, which is in 5:7-6, this year, we look in the book of Deuteronomy, which is against our 1000, and we look for connection, really meetings, good meeting between this year and the troubles that we have, Iran, Daesh, Patach, PLO, all of them comes here, Tafshin Ayin Vav, in 5776, right? And then Daesh comes here, quite a small city. You have Iran coming here, you can see Iran coming here. And the main troubles of all those are Islam, which is really coming from the bottom to the top, Islam. Then we have, unfortunately, PLO, Ashaf, all those organizations, unfortunately. And all these parts in the Torah, as you said, Deuteronomy, all of them in the chapter 31, which is a chapter which clearly shows about all troubles the Jews will have in the end of days. Because, just now we see why, because not keeping Torah. So here is it, Timtsena Torah, O Torah, what we saw, will fall for them, evils, troubles. And then comes this verse, וקראת אתכם הרע באחיכם. The evil will befall you on the end of days. Why? כי תעשו את הרע בעיני השם. Because you are doing the evil in the eyes of God to make him angry. And when he is angry, then you have troubles, as we see today, all over the world. Because only keeping the Torah. Now this is exactly what we said, that in time that are suitable for Messiah, Mashiach, to see Mashiach. And here's the verse, מקץ 7 שנים, מועד השמיטה. The end of the 7 days sabbatical is the time of the Shemitah. And now this is the end. Now we are in the Motzei Shemitah, which is exactly the time for Messiah. Shanat HaShemitah, מקץ, and the end of the 7th sabbatical, which is the time for Mashiach to see. But the condition, ילמדו ויראו את השם אלוקיכם, learn and be afraid of God, ושמרו לעשות את כל דברי התורה הזאת, and keep to do all the words of the Torah, not only what suits you. So altogether very, very significant table to our times that we have so many troubles, וקראת אתכם הרע בימים, in the end of days, so many troubles, from ISHMAEL, the Arabs, the Islam, all over, Daesh, ISIS, and all of them, definitely Hamas, all are involved in these terrible troubles, in the ideology of the Islam behind it. And this is really the problems. Iran, especially, we know quite well, threatens Israel and coming into Syria, which is really very big threat to Israel, Timtzen Ra'ot, lot of troubles coming. Then Daesh comes here, but the most important is that we are now, מקץ 7 שנים, we are in the end of the sabbatical, which is the end of the Shemitah, and this is the time to see Mashiach. But the condition is ילמדו ויראו את השם אלוקיכם, keep to do שמרו לעשות את כל דברי התורה, to keep the Torah. So when you see days of Messiah that we find Sukkot and Chanukah also, always comes the word b'tshuva, repentance. If no repentance, unfortunately, we see what is going on now, more and more threats, more and more dangers, more and more troubles. So only by doing tshuva, we learn Torah. Yeah, not taking people from yeshiva, opposite, ילמדו, and be afraid of God, and keep all the Torah, not like Reform, but Susim say. Then, only then, we'll be able to see Mashiach.